Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Bourbon Bar. I'm Holden, and today I have again with me Lauren, and today we're going to be doing a live flight of celebrity whiskeys. Now, bear with me for a second here because I have it up on my phone, so once the small delay comes through, I'll be able to see if the microphone is working this time before I go on and go through half the video, half the live stream. That being said, I hope you guys are all having a good night. And the volume is great, so that's already a good start. Today, yeah, like I said, we're doing a blind flight of celebrity whiskeys, and Lauren is going to be drinking some Deep Eddies mixed in with some Mountain Dew Raspberry Spark. And she's going to be drinking that and kind of drinking and sniffing along with me.
I already sniffed them.
Of my whiskeys. She is the one who poured them out, so I have no idea which one is which. But as you can see here, we all have it laid out, and we have the answers written somewhere. I hope that I can't see them. I can't see them, can I?
Can you?
Well, I don't know. It's not face up, is it?
Do your eyeballs work?
Well, just okay. We're just not gonna look over there until she hides it. But anyway, for those of you who are wondering, tonight's blind is gonna consist of Heaven's Door Bourbon.
Do you know whose bourbon that is?
Huh? Yeah, it's Bob Dylan's.
Okay.
Heaven's Door Bourbon, which is Bob Dylan's bourbon. Bradshaw Bourbon, which is Terry Bradshaw's bourbon. Brothers Bond Bourbon, which is obviously one of my favorites from the Vampire Diaries guys, Ian Somerhalder and Paul Wesley. And then Long Branch Bourbon, and that is from Matthew Mcconaughey. All right. That being said, I'm excited to get into these. The only two I've had is the Brothers Bond and the Heaven's Door. And I like them both a lot. It'll be interesting to see how they compare to the other two and whether or not throughout this blind, if I still find Brothers Bond to be my favorite. So.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
All right. That being said, I think it would be best if I poured a kind of a. You need it here. You can put it here. I think it'd be best if I kind of poured a starter whiskey and kind of a stagnant whiskey. And what I'm gonna do for that is one that I picked up just recently, which I've really taken a liking to, and that is the Elijah Craig Toasted Barrel. I found this like a day or two days ago. I found it on Sunday. I found it on Saturday at Woodman's in Appleton, right? Yeah, Woodman's in Appleton. And obviously I was really excited to see it. It was only like $53, I think. So great price. I know I've seen it around on the internet at a couple different places that have it a little bit more expensive than that. And some places are even selling it closer to like $70 a bottle. But I got it, tasted it, and really like it. So I'm just going to kind of start off the night with that. Kind of warm up my palate and just get the palate ready for its round of blind whiskeys. So that being said, I hope everyone is having a great night. If you are, definitely let me know how your night's been going. Let me know what you guys are drinking in the chat if you're drinking along with me. Also, if you guys are watching and you have had any of these before, let me know which one of them is your favorite, because like I said, I've had 2 out of the 4 of them, and I haven't tried the Long Branch or the Bradshaw that I recall. I might have tried the Long Branch once. I just can't remember. I definitely wasn't super like memorable, I guess, when I had it, if I had it. But that being said, I'm expecting these to all taste pretty good. The bias is taken out of it because I don't know which one's which, and the only people who I really truly like is Brothers Bond. The guys who make Brothers Bond. I like all these other guys. I'm not much of a fanboy between everyone else. So that being said, we're gonna go ahead and get this started real quick. Hanging AZ, welcome to it, man. How's it going? How's the weather down there in Arizona today? Today in Wisconsin,
It's gorgeous out.
it
But it's
was
supposed to rain.
gorgeous out. It's dark right now because it's about to start pissing all over the place. There's some thunder before, but you know, the weather's been good recently. Not too hot. It was a nice, cool 75 basically throughout the weekend. Holy
that's
crap,
a lot.
106 and sunny. That sounds
Sad.
hot. Yeah, definitely hotter than Wisconsin's been the last
Hotter
couple
than
days.
Hoochie
But
Coochie.
what?
I said it's hotter than a hoochie coochie.
Hotter than a hoochie coochie. That is right. Yeah, so I think Wisconsin's weather, it's been nice, good golf weather, not too windy, not too hot and sunny. We went swimming though on Sunday, and it was a bit cold. 75. There's a bit of a wind, so it wasn't ideal temperatures, but I bet the 106 and sunny is always nice when you're going out for a swim. I think Nancy says we had a few storms over the weekend, and it got the humidity up. Yeah, that I believe. It's not too humid right now. Apart from it being about to rain, it's not like muggy and hot the way it normally is. But it's nice to see that you guys are getting a bit of humidity down there, and compared to your dry heat that you normally have. So 106 and humid it's hot. I believe it. So.
Okay.
She's missing out. So this is Elijah Craig Toasted Barrel, which tastes fantastic, and I'll definitely get a review out for that very soon for you guys. That being said, we're gonna go ahead and go through. What we're gonna do is we're gonna go one at a time down the line this way. Then I'm gonna take a small break and kind of talk and hang out, let my palate cleanse, and then we're gonna come back the other way. And then I'm gonna pick my favorite. I'm gonna let you guys know which one's which and what I thought about all of them. That being said, I think I might as well go ahead and start this off right away with a Easy says pass. Yeah, hot weather and humidity is not always fun. Sugar Kitty is in the chat. Hey, Sugar Kitty, how's it going? Welcome to it. Cheers, man. So right away on the nose on A. It smells kind of sweet. Kind of like cherry cordial. Easy to drink. Almost like maybe like a cherry pie, I want to say. A light cinnamon sugar, I'm thinking. It smells good though. I say that like the nose on that one is very very tame. I mean, tame is like it's not punching me in the face by any means, but it is like really sweet and nice.
It smells like something one of my friends used to make when I was a kid. I don't remember what it was.
Was it like a candy?
I don't know. That was a long time ago.
Remember to lick the like and like the lick. Yes, everybody, please hit the like button if you haven't yet. That helps me out a ton. And it tastes like a bond of brothers. Yeah. Is Anthony coming on to vote for a Long Branch? I'm actually going to be doing a collab with Anthony pretty soon here. I think he's sending me over some scotches. I'm going to send him over some bourbons, and then we're going to do some stuff on each other's live streams. But so that'll be fun. I know he's a huge fan of Long Branch, sarcastically saying. But yeah, if he shows up tonight, I'm sure he'll have his choice words between Long Branch and Brothers Bond. So it'll be interesting to see if he pops in tonight. But yeah, I'd say this one like really sweet on the nose, really kind of light fruit cherries, like almost like that cherry pie filling. It's very sugary. A little bit of like that bready note in there.
Like when you put like you have like the pastries and they put the hard rock sugar on top.
Yeah. You guys like
What's that called?
I don't know what it's called.
There's
It's
a name
when
for that sugar. But I don't know what.
Yeah, so you know how like sometimes you get like the pies that have like that hard sugar, like the big crystal sugar pieces that are like on top of the pie that are baked on there. Yeah, that's a good one. I don't know what that that sugar is called, but
Coarse sugar. No, coarse would be smaller, right?
yeah, I think it's probably just like large grain sugar or something. I'm not really sure. Hanging as he says, cool. He's a good dude. That he is. I like going on his live streams a lot, or at least back when I had more time when it was winter. I liked going on them a lot. Now it's summer, and it seems like I'm always busy doing something. But I think it's time to get this on the palate now because the nose honestly smells fantastic, and it's interesting because going in without the celebrity, what's the word for it? It kind of like you know it's a celebrity, and whether you like the celebrity or not is gonna sway your opinion on the whiskey, and that's completely eliminated by doing it blind. So, Sugar Kitty says Demerara sugar. Is that what it is? Demerara sugar. Sugar Kitty is like an encyclopedic.
I was gonna say like he's like Google.
Yeah, he's definitely like Google.
It's like Google Cat.
Google Kitty, indeed.
Oh, like Doja Cat, Google Cat.
Oh. Wow. Okay, now I feel dumb. All right, I'll get this on the palate now. Okay. That one had a little bit more spice on the palate. Definitely some more cinnamon and a bit of oak on the palate on this one. That's kind of sweetness that I was getting on the nose subsides a little bit. I'd say it's definitely higher proof than I originally thought it was. Based on the nose, the palate seems a bit higher. It's good. It's kind of left this like immediate shock in my mouth. Like it was like a bit sharp on the front end of it.
Do you think that the celebrity who made that is a very avid bourbon drinker? Or do you think that they're like the type of person where people just assume that they do, so then they made it for money? I don't know the answer.
I don't know. It's hard to tell because yes, the thing with celebrity whiskeys is a lot of them, it's kind of a cash grab, slap the celebrity name on it, and then that's it. The only one that I know for sure isn't like that is Brothers Bond, because obviously that's the one I've done all the research on, and those guys are in love with bourbon. I mean, they're doing countless interviews with Fred Minnick and every bourbon cigar magazine, like all the things like that. They're like 100% invested, like all their own money is all in it. And I think Matthew McConaughey was like the opposite, where I think he was like,
really?
I think he likes
bourbon. Definitely get a bourbon bottle.
Like I think he likes, like there's a purpose behind them doing it. They're not gonna slap their name on something they don't like. But do I think Matthew McConaughey is at the distillery blending and tasting all his own whiskeys to get the perfect blend, and then marketing it because of how much he loves it?
Stripping for people.
I don't understand that.
He's from Magic Mike.
Oh yeah, well that's not the only thing he's from.
I know, but it's the only thing I've seen.
Really?
Yeah. Oh,
what?
Isn't that commercial, the car commercial?
I don't know, guys. Apparently, the only thing she's seen with Matthew McConaughey in it is Magic Mike.
No.
He's in Interstellar.
Did we watch that?
No, but I didn't. That was a mind bender.
He has a movie with Kate Hudson, and it's like I think it's How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days. I've seen that one.
I don't know that one.
You'd probably like that one.
Maybe.
I think it's like she goes to New York or something like, or no, she's in New York. I don't know. She like is like, it's like flipped where it's like, normally like the guy is like the asshole who's like dropping people. It's like flipped. Like I'm pretty sure.
Oh, she's like a playgirl.
Yeah, that's my mother. She'd be obsessed.
Interesting.
Wait, what do you want me to do with this?
You taste it if you want to. Anyway, Sugar Kitty says I picked up a bottle of Redwood Empire, or no, Hanging AZ says I picked up a bottle of Redwood Empire Pipe Dream to try tonight. Are you okay?
Yeah, I don't know what happened. I went down and it like tasted fine, but it whacked me in the face with like alcohol burn and it made my eyes water.
Yeah, it was a little bit sharper on the palate than you expect for sure.
It kind of tastes exactly the way it smells.
Really? You think so?
I don't think any difference. Like not even like a little bit.
I get a lot sweeter notes on the nose.
It could be because I'm also drinking Mountain Dew.
That, yeah, she's been drinking her Mountain Dew, so I don't know how much we're trusting her palate tonight, but
I mean, it tastes good with the Mountain Dew.
long story short, that it's good. I like it. It'll be interesting to see how it fares on the way back through, being the last one that we drink, because they change as you go through. So everyone knows that. So we used to call it sugar in the raw because of the company that sold it that way years ago. Living in Fiji, all the sugar came that way.
Wait, he lived in Fiji? How did the cat make it that far? Did he swim?
Where is Fiji?
South? No, south.
But like where?
I don't know. It's where that fancy water comes from. You ever drink
Fiji water?
You ever drinking Fiji water?
Yeah.
I feel like it's smoother.
That's one in the square bottle, right? Yeah. I think it's
It's like soft.
I think it's the same thing as a celebrity whiskey. You have expectations going in because it's from untouched by man, and so that's why you drink it and you're like, this is so much better than other waters. But is it really water?
It's not the best water though. The best water is
Ice Mountain.
No. The water that's in the round like this, and it always comes with the nipple top, and it has the artwork on the side.
Life water.
Is that what it is?
I don't know. If you guys are avid water connoisseurs, let us know what your favorite water is.
Or, water from, like, Michigan. It's different.
Does it?
The water
Flint, Michigan?
out of this faucet is Michigan water.
Oh, Lake Michigan.
Lake Michigan.
You said Michigan.
Lake Michigan.
I hear Michigan water and I think of Flint, Michigan, and that's not good water. I thought she was being sarcastic. It's okay, but to me, the Emerald Giant and Lost Monarch are the real stars. So much competition in the everyday bourbon range.
Are those also celebrities?
No, Redwood Empire is
okay.
my
I
Grizzly
know
Beast.
what that is.
They're talking about
that's
what they're talking about. Yeah. The Emerald Giant is a rye, and the Lost Monarch is, I believe, the Burr Rye, and then the Pipe Dream is the bourbon, I believe. And as easily loves Lost Monarch. Matt M is in everything youngsters. Wow, we're being called youngsters. At first, I thought you were saying that Everything Youngsters was a movie, and then I was like, Matthew McConaughey was in Everything Youngsters.
Oh.
But he's saying that Matthew McConaughey is in everything, and then calling us youngsters, which, to be fair, you're right.
Okay, I also don't think that he's like hot, and people do. Do you think he's hot?
I think his personality is like very.
Maybe.
If I was a girl,
like,
his personality would definitely like be wooing me. But
okay. Oh, he's in The Wolf of Wall Street. I didn't know that.
Really?
I saw that movie.
You didn't know that?
First of all, I only watched it one time, and it was on TV, so they cut out all the gross parts.
He's not in any of the gross parts.
Yeah, see How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days. Oh, he's in Sing. I've seen Sing.
An anime? Come on. You haven't seen any of the other... He's in, like, a lot of things.
He's in the Batman?
Fiji is, like, halfway between... What? Yeah. Wait, I knew that. Wait.
Who did he play?
I knew that. He's
in Wedding Planner.
Click on the Batman and then...
Hold on, I'm still looking.
Look at his character. Fiji is halfway between Hawaii and New Zealand. Okay, that makes sense. Many stores are here at Crappy Rice Selections. Fiji water is out of tap from along the island hillside. I joke, I drank 3 years of Fiji water and cooked with it and chowed with it and powered washed with it. Wow. So he's got all the Fiji water. He must not be important
because he's not like on the list. I wonder if he like...
I remember seeing something about him being in Batman. I just couldn't remember what. That being said, I think it's time I'm going to go ahead and dive into Glass B here. And that smells familiar. Whether it's Brothers Bond or not, I don't know. However, It's super sweet and very much like bananas. What?
So people think that he's gonna play
Harvey Two-Face?
Yeah, Two-Face in the next the
Interesting.
next installment of this one. I kind of hope that they put Poison Ivy in one of these Batman movies because I want to see who they'd cast for her.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Do you care?
I do. This whiskey is good.
I'm sorry.
You can smell this one. This one is. I think I know this one. If this one's not Brothers Bond, then then I'm probably just gonna quit because it smells 100% like banana runts and like just super sweet, easy to drink, and it's just like on the palate is so sweet and like bananas Foster. That's what I meant. Bananas Foster. It is like got that like it's got that wheat kind of that like bready wheat note in it too. So yeah, this one's good. But we're moving right along onto Glass C, and so far I think I have my guesses on what I think they are, but I don't entirely know. And I'm gonna try to keep an open mind and get rid of the whole like guessing which bottle is which because I want to do an unbiased like favoritism pick. And if I know one is one thing and the other is the other thing, that might sway my vote. So I'm working on it just being unbiased, choosing my favorite. But yeah, Glass C on the nose. Oh, okay. This one smells really rich, actually. Like it's got a lot to it. Definitely some sweet notes, caramel, a bit of oak, actually. Like darker fruits, closer to like blackberry or or like a dark cherry. It actually smells really good. I think I'm liking this one a lot, actually. You can get that one on the nose. It's got like this like sweetness, like brown sugar type, like a dark sweetness in it, which is it's nice. It seems like it's got a little bit of darker notes compared to the first two that were in here. I think this is like so far this might be on the top of the list on the nose game anyway. This is interesting.
It almost is like sickening sugar.
Sicking.
It's too sugar.
Sickeningly. Sickeningly sugary is what she was trying to say. Yeah, I don't.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
I feel like
maybe.
Smelling it, I can taste like it's no sugar.
It is. It does smell really, really sweet. Hey, and AC said, "Did you taste barbecue Lay's chips?" Remember this one?
What?
I haven't gotten barbecue Lay's chips.
Wasn't he talking about that last week with the Long Branch? This one?
Oh, it could be from the mesquite charcoal finish.
That was what we were talking about last week. I don't remember.
It's hard because I haven't had that one, so I don't know like what I'm comparing it to, and I've only ever had the Heaven's Door once. So, my first initial reaction was I thought that maybe this was Long Branch being so cherry forward, because obviously being a wild turkey product, you would think cherries plays a big part in it. But Sugar Kitty says bread, wheat. Some people catch a bit of banana, but some don't. Can also be 1792. Is that a bottle you have? I do have 1792 full proof. I don't have the main small batch, but actually on last week's live stream, 1792 full proof was in the blind, and it was really good. I liked it a lot. And I had forgotten because it's been a while since I drank it, and I had forgotten how good it was. But
what did you think that was? You thought it was a rye? That was the one you thought it was a rye. That's funny.
Was it?
We laughed at you.
Yeah, people laughed. Feelings were hurt, but we recover, we move on. Hanging Easy says, "Wow, easy on the do over there, lady." She's got her gigantic mega pint glass, her mega pint friend's glass, sipping on it. So she'll be feeling good tonight by the end of that glass, probably. We're using the Deep Eddies lemon because that's like one of her favorites. Honestly, it just tastes like a little bit of alcoholic lemonade to me. You could probably drink it straight and just be totally fine. But it's really nice for kind of just an easy add a little booze to your Mountain Dew drink. So if that's what it takes, that's what it takes. I'm gonna go ahead and get on the palate of Glass C now. It smells super sweet on the nose, and I'm hoping that it pulls through on the palate because it'll be a big letdown if it doesn't. Interesting. I actually also got bananas on this one too on the palate. So, hold on. Palate is super sweet. Palate is super sweet, super easy to drink. I'm getting a slight banana on it as well, kind of mixed in there with like the other fruit that I had mentioned, maybe like a banana, strawberry banana, maybe. Strawberry banana. I want to say that caramel came through, and there's like an oak spice on the back end of it, just a little bit. What do you think of this one?
I don't know.
Not your forte. Did you try this one?
No.
You want to try it? She knows which ones these are, so I don't know if she's gonna try any.
Maybe I don't want to taste barbecue lays in my bourbon.
Barbecue lays. Yeah, so this one actually is doing pretty good. I'd say this one might be in first place right now for me. It smells so sweet, and it seems like it's got a good amount going on to it. I also don't know all the prices of these. I know that Brothers Bond is close to that $35 mark. Wild Turkey Long Branch is also near that $35 mark. And then these two I don't know the prices of. So, but honestly, they're probably all pretty close to the same. The only really expensive whiskey I think that is a celebrity-owned whiskey is like Blackened and maybe like Sweetens Cove and stuff like that. So Blackened is Metallica, I think. That's what I was trying to think of the other day. Metallica, right? Blackened is Metallica, right, guys? I think I'm not entirely sure, but yeah, this one it's pretty good. I'm gonna save that in the glass so I have enough on the return run. But
yeah, I think I underpoured that one. I overpoured that one. It was like a whole glass.
That's okay.
You're gonna screw it up.
You're right. I'll wait until the turnaround before I cleanse the palate with a good old Mountain Dew. Sugar Kitty says I go back and forth between 1792 full proof and a rare breed for really good, not expensive bottles. Yeah, actually, it's funny because I bought both of those with the intention to do that, just drink them on the daily, and because they're both nice, full-bodied, full-proof like whiskeys that are at a good price range, but I never find myself sipping on them, and I always wonder why. And I think it's because I have so many options up here that I just go back and forth between a bunch of different things. But I wouldn't mind drinking them more. I really think they're good whiskey. Hey, Z says I could pick up a Long Branch out of a lineup very unique. So Metallica is done by Blackened. They have a non-Metallica bottles too. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah. So Hanging Z says I could pick Long Branch out of a lineup very easily. If I've had Long Branch, maybe I could have picked it out of a lineup, but this is both Long Branch and the Bradshaw are fresh cracked, so they're both neck pours. I haven't had them before, or maybe I had Long Branch once and I don't remember it. It would have been a long time ago. But yeah, so far everything that I've had I've liked. I would say that B and C are probably in my top two. I think A felt a little flat on the palate. or like it was a little sharp, but it just didn't have as much going on. I really liked the nose of A though, so we'll see how this all comes through on the way back through. But we're gonna go ahead and get Glass D right away on the nose for the first tasting or first round of tasting. Okay.
Does that one give you PTSD from that beer we had?
What beer?
The one that was really weird. Remember? At Lionsdale?
Peanut butter and jelly beer?
Yeah.
No, but
Because when I smelled it, when I poured it, that was the first thing that I smelled.
I get like
It smelled like peanut butter and jelly.
I can get the peanuts. I still get like, I don't know why I'm getting banana in all these. It just doesn't really make sense to me. But I am getting like a nut, like a peanutty
Pickle.
nose, not pickle, not pickle. We went to Lionsdale Brewing, and we might have already said this on a different live stream, but we got a peanut butter and jelly flavored beer, and the first smell and sip of it, it was good.
Everything was just like peanut butter.
Yeah, it was good.
I
it was
was
just like
mistaken myself from blending up a peanut butter and jelly sandwich.
Literally, it was like peanut butter and jelly. Smelt it. Oh, peanut butter and jelly. Drank it like, oh my gosh, I'm back in fifth grade, and like I'm eating peanut butter and jelly sandwich for lunch on Uncrustables. And then
one of us thought of pickles.
It took a turn for the worse. and
it only smelled and tasted like pickles.
And we could not get the taste of pickles out of our head. And it was the craziest thing that what was so good on the first taste turned into the grossest beer we've ever had. Like,
it's not even that pickles are gross.
No, it was just like
pickles,
we both really liked
not good.
the peanut butter and jelly. And then all of a sudden it was like this weird purple pickle, like the giant purple pickle eater.
People eater.
I know, but I was switching it. She doesn't get my jokes all the time.
I was thinking the exact same thing, but I didn't want to say it and it sounds stupid.
Yeah, so anyway, apparently this is giving her flashbacks to that. I get the peanut butter. I don't quite get the pickles, but I can see how there might be a little bit of jam in this. It definitely smells somewhat sweet, but it's kind of got a funk to it. And, it very well could be the Wild Turkey Long Branch having that kind of funkiness, kind of like a sweet barbecue that he's thinking barbecue Lay's chips. That it's like, I just got like a whiff of like some kind of candy note on it. It's
the jelly.
It might be the jelly. Okay, I can see where she's getting the jelly. So it's got like a peanut butter jelly, and it's not bad. I mean, it could be better. Let's just put it that way. But I don't know. We're gonna get it on the palate, and then we're gonna kind of give you guys the impressions of it because it's interesting. That's for sure. Whether it's interesting good or interesting bad, I'm not entirely sure. So. Okay. There's really nothing to that. Here. Yeah, that falls pretty flat on its face. It did seem a little sweet, right away up front. But there was no alcohol there. I mean, like it hits the tongue and it's just like flat tasting. Right?
Yeah, but I still don't understand how you don't smell pickles.
I know I don't smell pickles. You really smell pickles?
I literally smell pickles.
Like dill?
No, like pickle.
Like a dill pickle? There's different
Not
kinds
all
of
pickles are dill, honey.
I know, but dill note is kind of
good pickle.
Dill pickles are good.
Yeah, but they're not like the superior pickle.
You're right. Bread and butter pickles are the superior pickle.
As you can tell, Holden only likes sweet things. His bourbons have to be sweet, which is why he likes two of them in particular, and why he doesn't like normal pickles. Mister?
Maybe. I do like sweet things. Not a GWAR fan. No Cato. What's GWR? I'm so confused. GWR.
Guar.
GWR. I don't know what that. Wait. I don't know. You're gonna have to explain that one, Sugar Kitty. I'm sorry. Fried pickle eater. They're tasty. Yes, fried pickles are
I
good.
love fried
We
pickles.
love fried pickles, especially at
Bay Beach. They have them like they keep them in the spear,
oh,
and they're the zesty ones, so they're almost like spicy and they're really good.
interesting.
And sometimes when you work there, if you just go up and be like, "Oh, I want some pickles," those give you a thing of pickles for free.
Yeah,
Maybe that's why they taste so good.
I like B-Dubs. If you go to B-Dubs, you get the fried pickles with the Southwestern sauce or whatever it's
I
called.
remember me and my dad went somewhere and we had fried pickles once, and it was like they were like the best fried pickles we'd ever had.
Interesting.
But I think we were on vacation. I don't think they were here.
Anyways, he says you can't fake that funk. That is very true. I like Long Branch, but never ran out of. I liked Long Branch, but never ran out and bought another bottle. Yeah, I can understand. If this is Long Branch, it's like, it's decent at best. I think it's kind of funky. It definitely is giving me some things to think about on the nose, but it's not overwhelmingly good per se. I definitely wouldn't be picking this off the shelf every
Sometimes
time.
they're just like you've had other whiskeys that are like good whiskeys, but they're better on the nose than they are on the palate.
True, and that's very true.
By like far too.
Right. Garrett Pack, hey man, what's going on? Welcome to the chat. Thanks for joining. What do you think about George Dickel? Well, I personally have not had any George Dickel. I did have Copper Tongue once, which had a bunch of Dickel in it, and I thought it was fantastic. As a child, I thoroughly enjoyed eating my Flintstones multivitamins, but it's been a long time since I've eaten Flintstones vitamins. So I'd say my consensus on Dickel is I would be very open to drinking it and trying it. I just haven't been able to buy a bottle because of how much people hate it. So that's my opinion on Dickel. However, I'm always open to try anything. I mean, I'll drink Malort straight up if you guys really wanted to see an honest review on what Malort tastes like, but you always got to try everything once. True Kitty says Guar, as in a band. Oh, makes more sense. Dress up in Japanese monster costumes. They have a celebrity whiskey with cat token called Ragnarok Rye. No, I have not had that.
Heard of Ragnarok Rye?
I think we've talked about it.
About it.
I think Sugar Kitty has mentioned it before. Yeah, that makes more sense. I was trying to think of what Guar is. Oh, no idea. Hangnazy says dressed up like aliens. Yep. Kind of a cooler Kiss ripoff. I've never actually heard anything by them.
Kiss?
No, by Guar.
Oh.
But I'll have to look them up because that sounds really interesting. If you like Flintstones plus vanilla for days, Dickel could be your thing. And you know what? I love vanilla, so maybe I got to go out and just buy myself a bottle of Dickel and see how I feel about it. Hanging Easy says I don't want a pickle. I just want to ride my motorcycle.
I think we're off topic.
Yeah, me too, buddy. Me too. Okay, so it's got some funk, a bit of peanutty flavor in there, kind of like not quite a peanut dust, but maybe just like ripe peanut, or no, not ripe, maybe like a young peanut, like an old peanut, like old and like you bite into it and it kind of like doesn't have its full peanut flavor. It's kind of got like less of a crunch and more of a like squish. I don't know. Every once in a while, you get like one of those older peanuts, and it's just like a really kind of burnt tasting, like weird, whatever. But what I meant to say was a young peanut. So, kind of like, I don't want to say grainy, but like funky. It's a weird like younger funk to it. I could get a bit of. I mean, if that was Long Branch, I mean, I could get maybe a little bit of mesquite. But it's hard to say. So that being said, this is intermission. I'm gonna drink the dew, cleanse the palate here. And that is refreshing. Sugar Kitty says, get Dickel 12 in the whiskey, in the white bottle, not the black bottle. Number 8, number 12 is Vanilla Bomb. Yeah, so I think, don't they also have a 12-year that's in like a short, fatter little bottle, kind of the shape of Woodford Double Oak, but like a shorter bottle, but it's that same kind of weird shape? Because I always see that around on the shelves. It's kind of got like a blue label. But that might be a 15-year. I'm not sure. Hanging AZ says the music is not great, but the theatrics are great. Okay, well, I'll have to look them up on YouTube. That was from an Arlo Guthrie song. Guthrie. Man, I feel like
kids again.
I know we're just a bunch of youngsters. We don't know all these people, which I'm sorry. I need to be more educated.
You need to be more like Sugar Kitty.
I need to be more like Sugar Kitty. Encyclokitty. No, I'm not feeling that. Yeah, I'm sorry, Sugar Kitty. I'm gonna find you a nickname about you being an encyclopedia, or maybe just the internet. I don't know. We'll see. But anyway,
Intercat.
Intercat. Yeah, I'm done thinking about that. It's gonna make my brain hurt. But anyway, Sugar Kitty says they have both 8-year and 15-year, and it's a 15 that's in the squat bottle. Okay, that's what I thought. No problem. Yeah, so intermission. Going back to this Elijah Craig Toasted Barrel, which is great. It's really sweet.
You just like everything that Elijah Craig comes up with. Maybe we should have blinded you to that one.
True. Mm-hmm. I really like the Heaven Hill profile. I really like the oakiness of most of the Elijah Craigs, kind of the dark notes that they give. I like the kind of darker fruit like blackberry that I usually get on it. This double oak has a lot of like toasted like marshmallowy, and I know it's so typical for a double barrel product to have like a marshmallow note, but this is like one of the first ones where I really get that like sweet marshmallowy note on the nose. But I think it's good.
I think we should take a moment and we should judge all the bottles.
I think that's a great idea. So
first of all, this one has a horrible sport. What's called this part? Pouring top. Spout.
Neck.
Horrible. I spilled it everywhere.
You gotta hold it up closer to the camera. So the Long Branch bottle, honestly, kind of digging the shape. I like the
it looks fun.
Embossed letters. I mean, for what they were trying to do, making you kind of have a fancier Wild Turkey bottle that like you can be like, oh, this is Matthew McConaughey's, and look at this bottle, it looks cool. Like they're hitting the mark, but apparently does not pour too great. And then we got Brothers Bond, which you all know how I feel about it. I think it's just classic. Same kind of bottle shape as 1920 Old Forester. I like the neck tag. I like the artwork. It's basic, but like it's something you can just like grab onto by the neck and just drink it. Lauren can give you her opinion as well.
I never really looked at it. It's corns in a tree, and it's got two boys.
Yeah.
And it's got the crows like from the movie or the show on the outside.
I think they're just birds.
I think they're supposed to be the crows to symbolize.
I think they're just birds. You gotta show them what you're talking about.
But
what she's talking about there is kind of, you can see kind of under the tree there's the boys, and the tree is made out of like corn stalks and stuff. Basically, they're really trying to hit home that agricultural tie that they have, and the give back that they have to giving back to
It kind of looks like a coochie.
Oh man, I know I saw it too. I just didn't say anything, but regenerative agriculture.
Adults here, we're like the youngest ones, so I think I can say it.
Yeah. But yeah, so that bottle's kind of tying into their
and it's
regenerative agriculture give.
wood grainy. Did you ever notice
Yep,
that?
it's got a textured like label on it. It's just cool. I like it a lot. Hey Izzy says Kitty is older than me, but wiser. Yes, with age comes intelligence. So I believe it. ECTB is nice. If you like Heaven Hill, have you ever gotten a McKenna 10? Huge nut flavor. I've seen it once in the wild. It was in my early whiskey days. I hadn't really had a lot of research at the time. Looking back, I should have bought it, but I didn't. Haven't really seen them around too often. But then again, it's not one that I've been chasing a lot. I feel like if I had been chasing it, I definitely would have found an opportunity to go find one. But yeah, I would love to have McKenna 10 on the shelf for sure. How's Elijah in the celebrity round? Or is it your baseline? It's my baseline drink. Yeah, so it's kind of just the one that I'm sipping on in the background. I just got it 2 days ago, so 3 days ago. So kind of just been picking at it, kind of picking it apart a little bit before I give you guys a review, and it's fantastic. So not in the official lineup, just kind of a baseline. Trigger Kitty says Long Branch is supposed to be the old Wild Wild West style bottle. Okay. Now that makes sense. It's kind of like the sitting next to a campfire.
They didn't know how to pour back then, though.
Yeah.
Clearly.
If kind of, I could see if like you're on a horseback and like you have like a satchel, it would like fit nicely into a satchel and not like roll around, tip over, that kind of stuff.
That's true. That is the only one I didn't have problems with transporting here.
Yes. So that I could see that. Long Branch was 50 when it came out. You can get them for 30 now. Yeah, that I believe. They probably had it marked up. Matthew McConaughey, new stuff, like obviously. And then I assume, bring it down in price because nobody was buying them anymore. They drank rye in the Wild West. That I didn't know. Kitty is so old. How old is he?
Well, cats have like 9 lives. So
True,
like
depending
he's
on what
probably
life
like
he's on.
900 years old. Wait.
That math doesn't add up.
Well, if you were to live to 100.
Well, I don't know. How long is an average cat's lifespan?
Like 20 some years.
But here's a real question. He's Sugar Kitty, not Sugar Cat. Which means he's still got to be a baby cat. Which means he's probably only on life 2 or 3. So at most, he could only be like 100 years old or 150. So that being said, that's my best guess. Okay, onto the Bradshaw bottle. This is one I haven't looked at too long.
This one, I feel like he's just using bourbon to brag about his life. It's very like 1920s-esque with like the gold on the black thingy. Yeah. And he's got all his Super Bowl winning years on here. I'm honestly surprised that he doesn't have his country album years on here too. And like, really they're on here like multiple times. Like, I don't really understand.
I would have to agree. It does seem, I mean, don't get me wrong. Like,
it's on the top too. Is that the right direction?
I don't know. Yeah, 4 times.
Yeah.
So
like, we get it, Terry.
I mean, it is a cool bottle shape. It's the same kind of as Brothers Bond and the things like that. And the label design, like the font and the colors and everything, like it stands out. It's cool. I like it. However, it does seem really braggy.
I love Terry Bradshaw. I'm not being mean.
Yeah. This is 103.8 proof, which I did not know going in. So this is, I believe, the highest proof whiskey of the night because Heaven's Door is bottled and bonded. This is a double barrel version, which I don't know if there is a normal version, but this is a double barrel. And Long Branch is...
Oh, it tells you on here. You guys have to pay attention.
Long Branch is 86 proof, and then Brothers Bond is 80 proof. So Brothers Bond is actually the lowest proof one in the lineup, and Bradshaw would be the highest proof one. Yeah, the bottle's cool, a little bit braggy, but not too bad. This is batch number 2, and I'm not sure where exactly it comes from. Produced by Silver Screen Bottling Company in Owensboro, Kentucky. It's a minimum of 2 years in new charred oak. So standard bourbon clause, like it has to be new charred oak at least 2 years. Wait, what?
What did you do?
Did you read? Hold on. Mcconaughey says, "Dick pic on the back." God, Bradshaw.
Wouldn't that be funny? I don't know what I'm looking for. I think, I don't know. If you ever watched the TV show Better Late Than Never, it had Terry, oh my gosh, Henry Winkle, William Shatner, and George Foreman. They like traveled the world. You see Terry Bradshaw's pee-pee in it.
Anyway, enough talk about peepees today.
I think you're gonna like
Fit
this
in the
one.
saddlebags, yeah. I do too. FYI, I'm not quite 60 in human years. Okay.
So like 3.
Yeah. Whatever they are. And saddlebags, I've got those consequences of being a middle age. Good proof. Yes, it is a good proof. All right, last bottle is Heaven's Door.
Okay, so I read the little taggy.
Okay.
So the stuff on the front, that is Bob Dylan created that. With the ironworks. That was like his gates. So that kind of makes sense, like Heaven's Door, like a gate. I don't know if that's where you got it from.
Yeah, like the gates of heaven.
Yeah.
I kind of knew that already.
Yeah, and then also it was a collaboration with him and a master blender.
Which one?
Ryan Perry.
Ryan Perry.
So, and then there's also 3 of them. There's this one, a rye, and a regular.
Okay, yeah. So
this is just a special
full
one.
disclosure. This is a double-barreled version. There's actually more of them because there's a Heaven's Door that is blended with Redbreast whiskey, which is a Canadian whiskey. That I saw once. I didn't pull the trigger on it, but I saw it, and yeah. So
I like how he just signed his name. Like you can only see it through the back.
Oh yeah.
All of these 3 have like
signatures on
them
the
right on it. It's like,
yes,
here's a celebrity whiskey.
They're selling themselves.
This one, it's like if you didn't know, you wouldn't have known until you looked
right. And honestly, this is one that's kind of I feel like this one's been pretty popular. So what she was talking about here is the only place on the bottle where he actually has it signed is on the back there. You can kind of see behind this embossed area right here. It says Bob Dylan back there. But what she was talking about is this label was kind of representing a gate, I'm assuming, to like the gateway to heaven. And that's something he designed himself. And yeah, so
wait, he's the one that sings the song, the
knocking on heaven's door.
Yeah. You can go to his house.
Really?
It's in Minnesota. We didn't go by it. We drove past it.
Yeah. So it's really cool. I think the best bottle here might be, it's honestly between, in my opinion, Long Branch or Heaven. I think Long Branch has a cool bottle. I like it a lot.
It has this aesthetically pleasing bottle.
Like the shape.
Especially if you're not into like.
Yeah, the bottle shape is just like, I like the shape of it. The label could be better. I think the best label goes to Heaven's Door, and the second best label would be Brothers Bond. But in terms of bottle shape, I think Long Branch takes the cake because it's just kind of unique. In the way that the other ones aren't. So, Easy says, I was joking, but he put everything else on the bottle. LOL. Yes, that is very true. Redbreast is Irish. Is that what I said? Did I say Irish?
No, you said Canadian.
Damn it. I knew it was Irish. I did. It's just like green spot, yellow spot, blue spot, all those good Irish whiskeys. I really meant Irish. Trust me, I did. I usually know all my stuff. It's just that sometimes I talk too fast.
Isn't OZ Tyler the one that I told you was the most expensive place to rent for a wedding in that state?
Yep.
Yeah, look at me. I know.
Yeah. Hanging Izzy says, a song knocking on heaven's door. Yes. I like that song. Distilled in Owensboro, Kentucky, more likely means Green River Distillery that used to be called O.Z. Tyler. Yes, so that distillery, what he's talking about there is the Bradshaw. That's the one that said it was from Owensboro, Kentucky. And O.Z. Tyler, fun fact, Lauren told me this over the weekend, I believe, is the most expensive place to be to get married in Kentucky.
Yep.
So if you guys are looking for a really, 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 really expensive wedding venue, O.Z. Tyler.
It was not as expensive as the one in Wisconsin, though. So it is on the more affordable, expensive wedding list of
True.
the 50 states.
True. Axl Rose didn't write that song. LOL.
Axl Rose from another band.
Oh.
Wait, and Bob Dylan sang by himself, right? We should have Googled this.
Should have done more research. Dang it. The thing is that the research usually comes before the actual review videos. I'm not used to doing stuff that I don't know about on live stream. I sound like a complete fool. But anyway, that being said, time to get back to the whiskey and what really matters. So we're going to go with B, working our way back up to A. We're going to go semi-quick on this one because we're already at 56 minutes into the video. And quite frankly, I think I have a majority of my opinions, but got to go back through because it will change how I feel about some of them, I'm assuming. But that being said, D on the nose. You know, it smells good. I think the nose is good.
You think?
It's interesting, yeah. Like, I really do. I kind of get a banana. And I know you keep saying, like...
You're just obsessed with banana.
No, I really think that I get, like, a banana and, like, some, like, young peanuts. Like, it's faint, but it's there. I mean, I understand the jelly. Like, I want to say it would be, like...
Maybe it's banana jelly. You ever heard of, like, a Fat Elvis sandwich? Isn't that peanut butter and bananas?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure, but it's not.
Phenomenal.
I don't think banana jelly is a thing.
Look it, I was just joking.
Is it a thing?
No, I don't think so. Bananas don't make juice, and I'm pretty sure you need to boil down the fruit to make the stuff to make the jelly.
Interesting. Anyway, yeah, so the nose isn't that bad.
No.
You know? Like, I honestly, like, I'm digging the nose. I think it's the palate that screws me over.
That's fun. Wasn't there a distillery in Colorado that's, like, in the mountains? Which one is that? You can get married there. I saw pictures somewhere.
Doesn't your cousin go there a lot?
Maybe that's what I'm thinking
about. I know what it's called. I just can't think of it off the top of my head. I would get married in the parking lot at Wild Turkey. Yeah. Dylan wrote the song. Oh, shit. Dylan wrote the song. You guys just probably heard the Guns N' Roses cover. Maybe.
Wait, hold on. The Guns N' Roses cover is... Okay, that was the one that when they say door, it's like door. Correct?
See, the thing is, like, I know the song.
Okay, my dad is, like, normal people age, and he sings these songs. I definitely know.
The only problem I'm having is that the way I know that song, like, the way that song sticks in my head is from a TV show. It's from The Vampire Diaries, actually, which is what these guys did. Oops, shit.
Holden, don't abuse the alcohol.
There's a scene where they're doing karaoke, and, like, the guy singing the karaoke, that's how he does it. He goes, knock, knock, knocking on heaven's door. Like, this is how he does it. So, like, I don't know what the actual song, like, I haven't heard it in a very long time.
Because Guns N' Roses is more, like, rocky than Bob Dylan was.
Yeah.
Was Bob Dylan in a band, though? That's my question. Or was it just Bob Dylan?
I don't even know, to be honest. Sure, he says peanut butter and banana is Elvis sandwich. Indeed, it is.
Yeah.
Fried.
Yeah, they're fried.
Oh.
They're, like, different, but normal people don't fry their peanut butter and jellies.
Right.
I think.
Several Colorado distilleries. Do you mean Stranahan's? No, not Stranahan's. I think it's the one with, like, there's a guy carrying a bottle on his back.
Oh, it starts with a B, doesn't it? I know exactly what we're talking about. I can picture it.
Breckenridge.
Breckenridge. That is a city in Colorado. We're stupid.
I think it's Breckenridge, right?
Yeah. Well, Breckenridge would make sense because that's also it's a city in Colorado.
I think so. I think that's what it is.
And it starts with a B. See?
Yeah.
See, we might not be smart, but we get each other.
Elvis ate pickles again. Jesus. Fried peanut butter and banana. Yeah, that honestly sounds so good. Evil Elvis. What's wrong with Elvis?
Okay, I don't think...
I sang it like Axl, not Dylan.
Yeah. See, I know what I'm talking about.
Okay.
Because that's, like, yes, because that's the one that's like...
Anyway, that's just the way they sang it in the shows. I was just like, I always just have it ingrained in my head. It's such a funny, like,
I think it's because
scene.
Guns N' Roses was just really popular.
Yeah.
So they just...
I mean, I'm sure it is. I'm sure they're both good. I mean, they're both artists and stuff are good. Shirky says there's a Breckenridge distillery. Yes. Also,
it's definitely Breckenridge.
not 291 and Tin Cup. Oh, I didn't know Tin Cup was Colorado. I knew that 291 was Colorado, but I didn't know Tin Cup. It is Breckenridge, but yeah, I've definitely heard of 291 and Tin Cup. I've never heard of Talnua though. So.
Anyway, yes, I saw pictures of a wedding at Breckenridge Distillery, and it was beautiful. That was the point of the story.
Okay. So D, second impression, good on the nose actually. Palette was better than I had originally thought. I'm kind of liking it's got that kind of. I think I actually like it more than I had initially thought, but we're gonna go back through. Then at the end, I'm gonna do kind of like a quick shuffle back and forth when I'm deciding my true victor. But we're gonna move on to glass C again. Yeah, so this one smells way sweeter. Like really sweet.
Uh-huh.
I taste something really familiar in there. I can't place it.
Is it bananas?
No, it's like I'm scared to put my favorite out there because I don't know which one of these is Long Branch, and man, am I gonna get shamed when I put Long Branch as a winner in this. It's weird, but it's not bad. That's the thing.
This one?
Yeah. Yeah, no? Oh, I just had it. Maybe like a grapefruit, like a... Hold on, give me a minute. It's like got a grapefruit like note to it. Like a citrusy...
Like a minty, like if I was drinking a mojito, minty, do you know what I mean?
I could get that. I feel like it's just kind of like this like fresh, like kind of like citrus has kind of got like this fresh like zing to it. It's probably where she's getting the mint from. It honestly smells like it's got a little bit of like a rye influence on it. Like just a little bit of like herbalness in it.
I'm reading ahead on your comments. I've been to the Shining Hotel multiple times. Holden has not.
Yeah, there's a citrus note in this. And dare I say some kind of like... It's lemon. That's what it is. It tastes like lemon and it tastes like Hatch. No.
What if I poured Hatch in there?
You didn't. It tastes like this Wisconsin...
the one from last week.
Yeah, the Wisconsin bourbon that we had last week. It's kind of got like a zesty, like lemony flavor on the palate. Kind of like grapefruit on the nose. Maybe a hint of mint as well. Overall, not bad. Just interesting. Breckenridge is a beautiful area regardless of any whiskey. Yeah, her cousin lives in Colorado, so she goes there quite often. Dylan has a weird voice as well. LOL, wedding at the Overlook Hotel would be cool. See the movie The Shining.
Yeah, what is that hotel called? Is it called the? It's not called the Overlook.
The Overlook?
No. It's not called the Overlook.
He thinks it's called the Overlook.
I was just there.
And he seems to be smarter than us.
Googling it.
Nearly forgot to mention Old Elk. Yes, that's a huge one. You're right, Old Elk.
The Stanley Hotel.
The Stanley Hotel. Oh, I've never seen The Shining, so
This is the hotel. It's
I know that there's like a scene in The Shining where there's like these two little girls and like, right? That's it. And then there's like blood in like an elevator, I think.
Hold on. Ooh, that looks yummy.
It does look yummy. There's a Maker's Mark thing in the background.
Oh yeah.
But anyway.
Yeah. See, so like this, like you're at the hotel and it's in this like little town.
Can you show them?
And then there's like the mountains are in the back.
Yeah, you can
well,
show
they
them.
know what it looks like. This is a bad picture. You can see the mountains in the back. You also
closer.
can't. My arm's not that long.
Yeah. So, do they use a real elk horn
all
and
the
stop
alcohol they have.
Wow. Around me, instead of the Overlook, if you want to stay at a Boy Scout camp, you can stay at the Camp Crystal Lake, about 15 minutes from me. Really? That's interesting.
Where are we going? We
Sure,
should take a vacation down there.
Yeah, we should. All right, so I was on C. Now I'm moving down up to B, which smells literally like candy. I mean, bananas, banana bread, very light cinnamon, not a whole lot of oak, not aggressive at all.
You know what you could do?
Hmm.
You could drink that and eat the banana bread that I have in the kitchen.
I bet they would pair well.
I bet they would pair amazing. And it's fresh too.
This is so easy to drink. And it's like, this is so just, it's good. It's good. I like it. The problem with this one is, in terms of what it's providing, it's not nearly as much as some of these other ones. But it's just like,
what you have to remember is that this one's super high. This one's double barrel.
Yeah, the proof points between Brothers Bond and Bradshaw are 23 point something proof points. So like that's a huge proof difference. But the way I would consider this is that drinking glass B is kind of like you have like, it's like drinking juice compared to whiskey. Like you feel like you can just pour a huge glass of it and just literally drink it when you're thirsty because it's just like refreshing and light and sweet and easy to drink, but it's just like, it's just so good. It tastes like candy and it's just like something you want to keep drinking. Whereas some of these higher proof things, you can't drink like that. Now in terms of rating them and versing them against each other, that doesn't always help, but I like it a lot. So we're going to move on to Glass A now. And I think I already have kind of an early list here. So, oh, okay. Glass A is coming back strong. Definitely some like sweeter spices on this one. Honestly, might be closer to a nutmeg than like a caramel. Yeah, honestly, it's got like a nutmeg or a cinnamon, but with like a sweet caramel note. Plenty of oak in it. I want to say like vanilla too. Very typical bourbon notes, but like really nice and like balanced and like smells like it's actually got some proof on it too, which is nice. Yeah, palate seems fuller than the rest, and those cinnamon notes come through on the palate as well. Definitely some oak spice in there, and that caramel comes to play. Very nice, actually, which completely sways my decision because this just went from last to close to first, if not first. So early contenders, I think for me, is going to be, I'm going to move this back out of the way here. I'm going to go there. And then between these two, we're going to go there. Okay, so that's early contenders for me. I'm going to go back through and compare them one last time, just kind of side to side. But we'll also let Lauren go through and do the same thing. But first I'm going to do it, and then after I finish, I'll go through the comments, read some comments, and then pass it off to Lauren. She can kind of tell me her favorites. But we're going to start with these two because I think I already know the answer, but yeah. Yeah, I mean, that's easy for me. So my order is going to be going glass A, B, D, and then C. So I'm going to let Lauren kind of, you don't have to taste them all again.
I was going to say I already know what they are.
I know, but like just kind of like you went through, you tasted them with me and smelled them with me. Just kind of like go through and think like which one you thought was your favorite.
C was really your least favorite?
I think so.
I'm surprised.
Don't say that.
I honestly am.
Oh God. Anyway, we're gonna go through and read some of these comments before we get to the results of the blind. The Stanley is a real name of the hotel they used to portray the Overlook. Okay, that makes sense. So it must be called the Overlook
in the movie.
Yeah, what did you do?
I already know what your order is. I could tell you what they are. This is my order.
What's your order?
B, C, D, A.
Okay. Sugar Kitty says, yep, Friday the 13th, filmed in New Jersey. That's interesting. Stephen King based his story about the real place he stayed at in Colorado, which was the Stanley. He called it the Overlook in the movie.
That
makes more
hotel is like haunted, and it's like you can have like ghost tours and stuff, and it's like all old school still on the inside. Like your key isn't like a scanning card. You literally get like one of those old school keys, like with, you know what I mean? With
yeah,
like the
with
fork
like
in.
yeah.
And when you go in, you're not allowed to take pictures, like because you can just walk in the hotel, but like because obviously if you're like you have a room there or whatever, but like you can't like enter certain parts unless you like have like a key, and it's like.
Huh. I don't think I would like to stay there. I'm not a huge sucker for haunted venues, so not my thing. All the local Boy Scouts are at that camp all the time. Interesting. Banana bread, she's a keeper holding. Yes, her dad actually makes banana bread.
First of all, I make banana bread too. Second of all, I went over to my dad to steal all of his alcohol so Holden could have this video, and he gave me a loaf of banana bread.
A whole loaf?
It's not whole anymore, but yes.
Oh, I did not know that.
And it was fresh. It was still warm when I got it.
Unbelievable. All right. So, yeah, I need to pace myself with cask strength. Me as well. Definitely drinking cask strength can get out of hand sometimes. Real horns optional, but I know that they are the largest elk antler bridge is town on the Wyoming-Idaho border. Came up in conversation recently. Interesting. He just knows everything. I swear to God, he's just like.
Well, when you've been living your like 9 lives, I hope you learn something along
True.
the way.
Well, I might drive around it. LOL. Old skeleton key. That's what it's called, a skeleton key. My mom loves banana bread and makes it all the time. I'm not a fan. Really?
Oh my gosh!
Unbelievable. What don't you like about it? Like, what throws it off for you? What
do you like zucchini bread?
I love zucchini bread. Oh.
I do too.
It's meant to be, guys. It is meant to be. All right. That being said, I think it's time to reveal the winners. So we'll start with my order. Coming in last place for me was Glass C. And Glass C was...
Heaven's Door.
Heaven's Door, really?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so Heaven's Door was glass C. Where's that on here?
No.
Yeah. So Heaven's Door for me was the last. I think it kind of had this funkier note on the back end that I got the second time around. It's not that it was bad. It was just funky, I guess, compared to like the other ones. And that scares me a little bit. But Lauren had that as her second best. So Lauren liked that one a lot. I liked it. Don't get me wrong. To be honest, I think these could have all been way worse. I think these were all like great whiskey. The top two I would buy all the time. Number three, maybe once in a while. Number four I would have on the shelf once, but like I wouldn't drink it very often. I would just be more one to have, just kind of to have on the shelf. So that being said, my third place was Glass D, and Glass D was Long Branch. So yeah, I could see that. That makes sense. Where was that for you? Same thing. So Lauren put Long Branch in third place as well. Yeah, it's that funky like peanut butter jelly, like pickle weirdness that we were talking about earlier. But I do get like banana nuts and like a little bit of like that red jelly, like probably strawberry jam, which makes sense. And that funk that we were talking about definitely is there. That being said, I think I already know what the order of B and A is, or what they are. And if I'm guessing, that would make B Brothers Bond, don't tell me, and A Bradshaw. But we're going to go through a couple of these comments before we go there. My knowledge of the U.S. comes from 2 camping trips as a kid. Coast to coast during the whole summer, old time driving everywhere, no flights, no hotels. I've really seen America. That sounds like the funnest time ever.
Yeah.
Like, we should do that.
No, I'm scared that there's going to be tornadoes in like Tornado Valley.
Maybe.
I don't want to get sucked up into one.
But the thing is, if you drive a camper, you can just drive away from the tornado.
Those things take semis up. You think they're not going to come take our camper?
Well, yeah, but
and
you
we
just
can't
watch
afford
the
the
weather.
nice big campers that are like, we're going to be in one of those pop-up ones that like is just like a bed that sits on top of the bed of your truck.
Maybe. Andy says, I love almost all bread. Bread is good.
Bread is amazing.
Yeah, I would agree. Where's the world's largest ball of twine? Ouch. Zucchini bread is worse than banana bread. What must have been invented by St. Bernard?
Do you like your zucchini bread chocolate zucchini bread or plain zucchini bread?
Both.
I love
both
zucchini bread. One time in high school, I took this culinary class, and everyone made a loaf of chocolate zucchini bread, and no one liked it except for my group. And we took home everyone's like zucchini bread, and we had like 6 loaves. Yeah.
Interesting.
It was amazing, though.
I love the shots that Sugar Kitty always takes at St. Bernard's. I think it's hilarious. Midwest somewhere, never seen it, but I have seen the huge Paul Bunyan statue with the blue ox.
I have too.
Where's that?
Question, I don't know.
Where's the Paul Bunyan statue? I thought that was in
giant
like Missouri.
Green giant.
The green giant, like the vegetable guy?
The giant green giant.
The giant green giant. Was he jolly?
I don't even talk.
All right, so we're gonna go ahead and do B and A. B was second place for me, and A was first place. The only reason being, B was low proof. It was crushable juice. I would drink it all the time, but it goes down easy. A had more complexity and just more to it. I really liked it. I thought it was really good. At least the second time way through, I thought it was awesome. So what was B? Brothers Bond. I knew that. Like I said, super crushable, super good. In a race against other whiskeys, holding its own is hard, being the proof, but I just like the palate of it. It's crushable. It's really good. Where did you have that one? Was that first?
Brothers Bond was first.
So Lauren likes Brothers Bond the first. Really? So Bradshaw was my first and it was Lauren's last. Why is that?
Because when you drink it, it made my eyes water, and there was like no reason.
Did you try going again? No, that's opened up. Because remember, this was a neck pour.
I don't think it mattered. I think that it shouldn't have made my eyes water. The rest of them didn't make my eyes
It's got like a bit of like a lot of spice on it, I'm not gonna lie, which is probably what made your eyes water. Between proof and spice, it's the highest proof whiskey that we had on the show tonight, and it had a lot of spice to it, so I don't blame her for disliking it. But it also proves another theory is that Brothers Bond is easily the most crushable and beginner bourbon that you can buy. It's just the amount of sweetness and lack of harshness that comes with Brothers Bond is the perfect whiskey to give someone who doesn't drink whiskey very often, hence why Lauren likes it. But it did come in second for me, which is obviously new. So I hope you guys enjoyed that. That being said, I think Elijah Craig Toasted Barrel crushes all of them. Just kidding. Elijah Craig Toasted Barrel is great, but yeah. So we'll get through the last couple of these comments. If you guys have anything else to say, let me know. Also, while you guys are still in here, which one of these is your guys' favorite personally? Out of all the ones you've had, which one do you hate the most? And which one do you like the most? I mean, you may not like any of them, which is fine because everyone's taste is different. But I'd be interested in what you guys think is your favorite comparatively. So, Sugar Cutie says, camper on the road for 8 weeks does get interesting with 4 people in it. We had the VW van with the pop-up top special camper version. So he had
That's what I was talking about.
the VW van.
Is that what I was talking about?
No, the VW vans are the
cute ones.
Yeah.
Oh, I love
that
them.
honestly sounds like the best time ever. I mean, I'm assuming you went with your family. Maybe you went with some other guys and it was the 80s and you just smoked pot and were on the peace train, or was that the 70s? That was the 80s, right?
No, I don't pay attention.
When were the hippies?
The 60s.
Shit, you're right. John F. Kennedy, 60s, duh. So then it wouldn't be the 60s.
Woodstock was in the 70s. Isn't that where they all went with the vans and the weed?
I don't know. I'm not sure.
Clearly, again, we're too young to be.
Yeah, was it a hippie van? Because we love hippie vans. We think that is really cool. I'd love to cruise the 66 back in the day. All kinds of weird roadside
stuff. Is that still
stuff.
like a thing?
Route 66?
Yeah.
I think so. I think it's called something different now.
I doubt it. It would still be called Route 66 because it would be like historical.
Maybe.
I think.
Well, I thought they made Route 66 insignificant. Like they put a bigger highway that's more straight.
Okay, did you get that from the movie Cars?
Guys, I'm young. Give me a break. Oops.
I don't know if that movie is historically
Oh
accurate.
man. Sugar Kitty says Bemidji, Minnesota would be the Paul Bunyan statue.
My brother called him Dave the Big Blue Ox, and we made fun of him for like 12 years after that, and now we don't talk about it anymore because he has like PTSD from us making fun of him.
That VW would be worth a mint right now. Not really. We put 250,000 miles on it in 2 years. It had 3 full engine rebuilds, worth less than we paid for it. That's interesting. We went to a car museum and it had like a bunch of VW vans in it. They were all pimped out with like the shag rugs and the curtains and couches and everything back there. We thought they were really cool. So
what? I'm sorry, I zoned out. I wasn't
Biking Bourbon, hey man, what's going on? Welcome to it. Sorry, we're just getting done. But I'm glad to see you here. I hope you're having a good night. We're just talking about hanging out. For if you were wondering, for the blind, last place for me was Heaven's Door. Then it was Wild Turkey Long Branch was 3rd place. 2nd place was Brothers Bond, and 1st place was Bradshaw. So long story short, they were all decent. I think I would like to have them all on my shelf. The only 2 I would ever probably rebuy would be Bradshaw and Brothers Bond. That being said, it was fun. It was a fun night. So glad to see you here. Sorry, it's at the end. Sure, Kitty, what year there's a crazy antique VW market? Yes, that is what I know.
I think we should get one.
Antique VW market.
And we should paint it like those ones that we saw.
Yeah, we should. Like,
right?
Yeah, the hippie style.
What colors would you want it?
I want it to be
like pink and blue?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
Okay. The ECTB was the best one for the night. Sugar Kitty, I would totally agree. Elijah Craig Toasted Barrel is phenomenal. I believe it was in 1973. No, that was Our Family as a Kid. Interesting. It was the version before the Westphalia came out, which I'm assuming would be the super cool antique ones. He was kidnapped by hippies. He was a hippie cat.
I think that's bad.
Why?
Because you could have said like hippie kitty or kitty hippie.
I don't know. There were leftover hippies in the 70s. Yes, I knew there was some carryover. 60s into the 70s. Our camper was kind of post-hippie. Something like a 68 VW would be a real thing. That was before the camper came. Okay, that makes sense. Dove instead of Dave instead of Babe. Funny. There are pieces you can still drive. They just put other interstates into circumvent. So, long story short, it's still there, but there's a bigger and better highway. Just like in Cars, which is an amazing movie.
Can you do like the opening monologue? Speed.
I am speed.
There was these two people at my college freshman year, and we kept going on like trips places, and every single time we got on a bus, they would go, speed. I am speed. Like, and it was like a whole thing, and it would last, like, they would almost get through the entire freaking movie.
Yeah. That's because Cars is awesome.
You were one of those people. You're one of those weirdos.
Hey, what can I say? Lightning McQueen.
What?
Some of those VW vans were actually rare. We probably had a really rare item. We had the 3-sided tent that fit into the side of the van as the 4th side.
Quite the descriptor.
That is... Oh, I get it. So, yeah. I wonder what kind of van the Mystery Machine was. What kind of van was the Mystery Machine?
I think it was the ones...
It's more square than like the VW ones. Are
it
like
was,
really tubular. Totally tubular, man. My parents nearly went to Woodstock. At the time, it was about 20 miles away, but we moved that summer, and my parents didn't get the tickets. That is a shame. They probably would have had so much fun there.
They have like
making more
babies. They still have
babies.
Woodstock, but it's like different themes. Like there's like Woodstock for like the LGBTQ community, or
really?
Woodstock for other. Yeah, and it's like the same like concept, but it's not like.
Interesting.
Yeah, I think it's just like relive it in history or whatever.
Hip Kitty, you dig? You dig? Dodge panel van, I think that would make sense.
Yeah, that's.
Yeah, because it's more rectangular, more squarish. Yeah. But all right, guys, I think that is it for the night. We're at the 1 hour and 28-minute mark. So thank you all for coming out. If you guys haven't hit that like button yet, please do. Also subscribe to the channel if you're new, because that helps me a ton. And yeah, definitely tell all your friends. Next week we live every Tuesday.
My dad subscribed to your channel. I know.
He's a real one.
Wow.
Every Tuesday, guys, come hang out. Tell your friends. Tell everyone. I'd love to have just like a whole slew of people in here to talk to. Honestly, though, Sugar Kitty, Hanging AZ, you guys are my boys. So glad to always see you here. Can always rely on you. The tent you would be in, the camper, and the tent you would be in, the camper, and then walked out into the tent. Okay. I think I understand. But yes.
You've had too much whiskey.
Too much whiskey to understand. Nice stream. Hit that like, click that like, and yeah. So that's the end of the live stream. Clearly, I've had a lot of whiskey tonight, and I hope you guys did too. But yeah, go definitely hang out at all the other live streams that are going on tonight. I think the Bourbon Junkies are doing something with cigar something or another, Cigar Dojo, I think it was. Otherwise, I know that I think my Bourbon Journey might do things on Tuesdays. Guys, you guys would know better than I would. But yeah, that being said, this is the end of the live stream. Thank you all for coming out. Good time, folks. Catch you on the next episode. Hells, yes. So, Lauren, pick up a glass and we can cheers to these guys on our way out. So, thank you for watching. We'll see you guys all in the next glass.